everyone. So these next few weeks into January and February are going to be just a little bit different with rehearsal schedules. I do unfortunately have them every Monday. So I'm kind of thinking this is how I'm going to be sharing the workouts with you guys. If it works, let me know. If you guys hate it, let me know. If I do have any Mondays off, I will let you guys know. We can work out together because I love doing that with you guys. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to send them as a video form. So that way you can see what you're doing, do it at your own pace, whatever you want to do. So this week's workout is going to kind of be a full body. If you have weights, you're going to want to use them. If not, that's totally fine. Preferably like a light or a medium weight to your preference. Don't push it if you don't want to, or you can just use body weight resistance. That's totally fine too. So what it's going to consist of is 2 circuits, and the last circuit is going to kind of also be your finisher. Just like everything else, you're going to go through each circuit 3 times, but instead of it being time-based, it's going to be rep-based. So you're only going to do them a certain amount of times, so feel free to take it at your pace. So we're just going to start with the warm-up here. I'm just going to kind of breeze by. We're not going to do the full thing. I'm just going to break it down, and then you guys go for it. So our warm-up, you are just going to do a standing chest opener. So what that looks like, feet hip width apart. If you're kind of weird at knowing how that is, what you can do is usually 2 fists together is kind of right about where your feet should go. So that's about hip width. And chest openers, I want you to just interlace your fingers in front of you, stretch forward, stretch those shoulders back, and then open up and back forward. Take a few of those. And then when your chest feels nice and open, you're going to do the same thing but to the back. So interlace the back of your fingers and kind of just open and open up the front of your chest. Same thing, do a couple of those. After that, we are going to do a squat with a torso twist. What that looks like is you're just going to do a nice wide squat, toes pointed a little bit out, sit deep. And then what you're going to do is kind of just twist like an angle. You can use your elbow to open up that knee, rest your hand on your leg, whatever you want to do. If you want to do a prayer position, if you want to hold both your hands on your knees, that's fine. And then you'll just go to the other side. Take that at your pace, however long you need it. And then after that, we are just going to have a deep lunge with a knee lift. So that is just going to look like a deep lunge like this with your knee on the ground. And then every once in a while, I want you to lift it and stretch forward, go back, lift it and stretch forward. You should really feel that opening all in the front of that hamstring and that back leg. After that, you're just going to do the same thing. Tuck that back toe on the other side. Lift off the knee, kind of push and stretch forward, get a nice stretch here, and just back on your knee. So that'll be your warm-up for this workout. Take those as you need them. The first circuit, same thing, you're gonna do it 3 times through, but it's just rep-based, it's not time-based. So this is where if you have weights, you're gonna use them, otherwise just use body weights. So the first one, I'm gonna bring you guys down here. It's a glute bridge with a bench press. So with the weights to your preference, you are going to get down on the ground. A good standard is your hands, back of your fingertips should just be able to touch your heels, not too much farther, not too far behind. And then using your hips, not your chest, you're going to lift through your glutes. You should not be arched like that. You shouldn't be arched like that. Pretend that your chest is glued to the ground, glute bridge. And then with your weights, arms out at a 90-degree angle, you're just gonna push up and level back down, making sure they're staying straight. You're not going too far forward, you're not going too far back. So you're gonna do 10 of these at your pace. If the glute bridge is too much, you can stay on the ground, do a regular bench press. If you don't have weights, you can do them without the weight. So you have 10 of those. After that, take your weights again, to your weight preference. Stay on your knees. You can do these standing up, but I like to do them on your knees because it activates more of your core, eliminating that bottom half of your body. These are alternating Arnold presses. So rolling your shoulders back, what you're gonna do is bringing the weights up with your palms facing you, but as you lift up, your palms are gonna face out, push all the way up, and then bring them back facing your face. Kind of twist up and out, bring them back down, facing your face. Same thing, you have 10 of those. And you can alternate if they're too much. You can do both of them at the same time. You can do a lighter weight, or if you have no weights, make really, really tight fists for that resistance and still do that twisting out, twisting back in motion. Making sure we're staying straight. We're not arching our backs like this. You don't want to feel any pain back there. Squeezing the butt cheeks. Everything's nice and straight. After that, we have shrugs. Same thing, you can be kneeling, you can be standing for these. I will stand and show you what you're gonna do. Same thing with your weights. Hip width apart, shoulders rolled back. Your back is nice and straight, you're not arching. You're literally just gonna shrug your shoulders to your ears. You're not doing anything like that. Keep them nice and back and just lift and down. It's not a super big movement, but it's really great for your shoulders. You're gonna do those, you have 20 of them. So that first circuit, the glute bridge with the bench press, the kneeling alternating Arnold presses, and then those shrugs, you have those 3 times through, but only 10, 10, and 20 reps. You don't have to do them for a time. After you're done with that, our next circuit is going to be your abs and your obliques. You don't need weights with these if you don't want to. They are optional, but I will show them with and without. So our first, with your weight, I'm gonna do a little bit of a lighter weight here. It's a kneeling ab twist. So what you're gonna do, it's gonna be 10 per side, so it's almost kind of like 2 workouts. You're gonna start with your weight straight in front of you. You don't wanna slack anything like that, nice and straight. You're going to, I'm just gonna start with my right side. You're gonna be doing both, 10 per side, straight out. Do a nice backward stepping lunge, and you're gonna twist to the side of the kneeling leg. And what you wanna do is really kind of just using your obliques. I don't wanna see you like twisting and bending back, keeping the bottom half of your body nice and straight. 10 on one side, you're gonna do 10 on the other. After that, we have a kneeling lumberjack swing. I really like these. Same thing, if you don't have a weight, you can just use resistance. What you're gonna do is, same thing, in a kneeling position, get down like this. I'm gonna start on the other side and kind of hold your weight if you have one, like you're holding an axe. What you're gonna do is you're going to, I'm gonna get a little bit more at an angle here. You're going to bring yourself down, kind of bending at your oblique, and you're gonna swing up and over your shoulder with some force, and then just bring back down, almost like you're chopping wood. You're really gonna feel it in the sides here, and of course in the supporting leg. If you don't have weights, just use really tight fists for resistance. That one you're gonna do 10 per side again, so one on the left side, one on the left side, left and right side. And then you're gonna finish with crisscross. We've done these before. So what you're gonna do, on the ground, hands behind your head, keeping your elbows nice and wide. We're not tucking them like this. Floating your feet to a tabletop position, flexing those feet, lifting off of those shoulder blades. The more you lift off the shoulder blades, the more you're gonna feel in your upper abs. And you're just gonna alternate right elbow to left knee, back towards the middle, lift up through your shoulders, left elbow to right knee, lift up back through center. And you're just gonna alternate, exhaling on the squeeze. You have those, you have only 5 per side, so a total of 10. Do that whole circuit 3 times through, just like the last one. And our final circuit, which is also going to count as our finisher, it's where we're gonna get our cardio in. The first one, You're gonna do this one immediately 3 times through. So it's gonna be 20 seconds a piece of a sprint, a high knee sprint for 20 seconds. After the sprint, you're just gonna go to a nice little like jog for 20 seconds. And then after that, you're gonna finish with a jump rope, or if you wanna do like the one-legged jump rope, you don't have to twist your hands, I do. You're gonna do that immediately 3 times through without stopping. So essentially kind of like 3 straight minutes of work, but you're gonna cool yourself down. After that, you have frog burpees. You have 8 of those. So what those look like, it's like a regular burpee, only you're not gonna jump up. I will also show you a modification. Also, if you need any modifications, let me know, text me something, I will show it to you. I just realized I didn't really offer a lot of modifications, I apologize. So the frog burpee, same thing, you're gonna get down to a high plank position, jump out. Only what you're gonna do, you're gonna jump your feet to the outside of your hands, and then just kind of release your hands really quick in a nice frog position. And you're gonna do 8 of those. The modification for this, if you're not jumping, just step one side, and then step back out. And I still want you to do that hand release. That'll be your modification. You only have 8 of those. And then after that, we're gonna do quick feet in and outs. So just pretend I have a line right here on my mat. If you don't have a line, just imagine one. You're gonna sit in a nice position, not arching our back too much, we're not hunching too far forward, nice and straight. And you're just gonna out, in with your feet. You have those for 20 seconds. So that one is timed. If you're not going fast, you can just step. Otherwise, you're going nice and fast. You can pump your hands, you can keep them together. You have those for 20 seconds. You have that whole thing 3 times through. And then after that is the cool down. You can do it how you want to. If you need any suggestions, let me know. You guys have done this a bunch of times. You know what cool downs work best for you. But that is the workout for this week. You can do it today, tomorrow, Tuesday, whenever you want to do it, any time of day. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you guys like it this way, I will continue to send the workouts in video form like this until we can work out live again together. But other than that, good luck, guys.